Hello everyone and welcome to Hobby Lobby, where everything is grand. So today obviously we're going to be in Hobby Lobby and all of the fall things, all of the fixings, they're all 50% off now. There were some 40% off signs, but nope, everything is now 50% off. So whatever you see, take 50% off of that. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that amazing? The glory of Hobby Lobby. For those of you who have been to Hobby Lobby before or you go there all the time, you know that Hobby Lobbies are very grand. It really doesn't do it justice to how huge Hobby Lobbies are when you see them on video. I look at other people's videos and then going in there, it's like, this really doesn't match up. It's so large, there's so many things, but the people who film them, shout out to them, because I came in and I was just a little overwhelmed. I said, how am I going to go about filming this? I really don't know. So here's how we're going to play this. This Hobby Lobby video will be part 1. All the fixings on the tables, all the fixtures, how they do that in the store, that will be part 1. Part 2 will be all of the signs and all of the things on the walls and all of the things on the racks and the baking and all the things like that. So in here, we're going to have the floral and whatever fixings, whatever trinkets, whatever china they have that are on the tables that they have set up. Sound good? Let's get started. Now, if Hobby Lobby has anything, they have floral. They have a huge selection of floral. It's like a store in and of itself. So there were so many that I really couldn't dig through it to pull out to get all the prices or get like anything like that. So I did pull out a few just so you can get an idea of the price ranges. They had like even these pillars that they sell. If you've been in there, you've seen them. If not, they have like these pillars that you can buy to put your flowers in. I bought some, and some will come up. Like you can just put your flowers in there. They have them come in small sizes, large sizes, medium sizes. Put them out in front of your doorpost. You can do whatever you want. It's a huge array of flowers. Go in and check those out. All different colors. They have blues, purples, oranges, anything, you name it, and they have it. And they even have some spring stuff that's still on sale for like 75 or 90% off. So go in there, even if you don't want fall, go in there for your floral section, because they have all things in there. And the things that aren't necessarily out of season just yet, they're on sale as well. And one thing that they do have in here is lanterns. They had lanterns for days. So when you come in here, they have all kinds. They had the ones that, you know, the old time ones where it looked like you had to turn a little knob and the douse the fire and things like that. Different sizes, different colors, different shapes, different designs. But I will say that these lanterns weren't actually on sale. If they're on sale now, I don't know. A few of them were on sale because I just went in Hobby Lobby the other day because I was going to see something. They did have a few that were on sale, but all of the lanterns and as you know, as a whole, they weren't on sale. But they do have a lot of them. And lanterns they're kind of like, you know, fall season, kick off the fall season. So if you're looking for that, they have an array of them. But if you want something maybe a little less pricey or something that's on sale, I say try Michaels, because I don't know if these are going to go on sale yet. I want to say that I thought that canvas was absolutely beautiful. I love canvases. I love it when they look like kind of a little bit of 3D texture to them, or when they're just like something that's just straight up nature. I love that one so much. I didn't get it, but I absolutely loved it. They did have canvases. They're not really in like the obvious fall sections, so I wanted to get this because these are fall, but these also can go for whatever you want. It doesn't have to be fall. This can go for any season, really. When you think about it, technically you can do whatever you want. You don't need a season. You don't need permission to do whatever you want. But that section right there and this section right here, these are technically fall, but with the way they look, you can do whatever you want. You can do it how you want, and you can match it with whatever you want to match it with. But I thought those canvases were beautiful, and I was going to get those. There was no way I wasn't going to get those canvases. I feel like Hobby Lobby starts you off slow, because this table, like I do like the way they did this table, but I feel like they start you off a little slow because of each table it gets more and more grand, more and more dramatic, more and more detail, more and more color, more and more flamboyant, more and more fall. So I do like the way that they did that. So one table might be mustard yellow, another one might be red, another one might be burgundy, one table might just have pumpkins, one might just have scarecrows. So it does kind of have you go on a road and on a trail of fall through the seasons, where you can pick all the fixings. Oh, this has this has that. So you'll be able to see the progression of the tables as we go throughout the video. Hope I didn't make anybody dizzy with me walking around the table like that, but I'm like, there's no point in me stopping. I'm just going to flow from one side of the table to the next because the whole thing was done up. It actually kind of gives you an idea how you can do your tables and even like your china cabinet. So, you know, I'm like, let me just get this 360 angle or this 180 angle, however I did it. They have like a lot of plates to choose from. I like to like put down like glass plates or china, whatever you want to call it, and then put another decorative plate on top, and then sometimes have a placemat. But sometimes I feel like the placemat gets, you know, hidden with the plate, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it this year. I don't know how you want to do it, but they had some really nice plates that is no point in me layering my plates. It just like take like the blue plates here with the cups that match, just take those plates and just put them on a placemat and call it a day. But then I already bought some other plates, so I'm like, what do I do? But if you are looking for plates, this is definitely a go-to place to go because they had a lot of them. They had different colors. They had a lot of blues in here. I'm telling you, everybody keeps doing these blues, and it's really making me want to do blue. But I just took blue down. I had blue for 4th of July, then I would switch to another shade of blue. So if I go from blue to blue to blue, that would make me go crazy. But I am really loving this blue, and I'm glad that they're kind of doing different colors in the stores, and not just like I said, I love traditional fall colors, but they're not just making it the traditional fall. They're doing different colors, but they're still making them have that autumn feel. They're making it have that autumn flavor to it, that little flair to it. So you can definitely come here and try to branch out a little from whatever colors that you might be using. But like I said, plenty of plates for you to choose from, plenty of sizes for you to choose from, and the prices are A1. Now, some of the stuff you guys are seeing might be repeats. They do have repeats. Some of them might be new. If you've never been here before, all of it's new. If you come here occasionally, you might have forgotten what it was even there. So if you see some stuff that was already there, well, at least it's a staple. Like some of the signs, when I post a sign video, some of them, they're just never going to go away, and they shouldn't go away because they are definitely staples for the store, definitely staples for the season. But there's nothing wrong with it, and it kind of works because if you have something that they always have every year, what you have might wear out, what you have might get damaged, might get dented, or whatever the case may be. So then you can go right on down to the store and pick up a new one because you know they're going to have it. And I like stuff like that because there's been a couple of times where I've had to replace stuff that I like because I've used it so much that I just need a new one. So Hobby Lobby is perfect for that. If they keep repeating things, hey, there you go. Go down and buy a new one. And just like Big Lots, Hobby Lobby has the their little, as I say, black and white collection. They don't have any color other than black and white. It's more muted, it's more toned down, it's more neutral, gender neutral, and I think it's more like classic and clean and to the point. But it also can be, it can get a little loud if you have a lot of plaids. I think black and white would be fine, but if everything is flannel, everything is plaid, it might get a little tacky. Just saying, it might. The way you do it, it all depends on you. I'm not saying it's tacky. I'm not calling you tacky. I'm just saying that the way you do it, it might get a little tacky. It might get a little loud because they had a lot of flannel. It doesn't have to be flannel just because it's the fall, but they had a lot of flannel hair. But I think the black and white is really nice. But just, I think, you know, just pull back a little on the flannel because it can go from, oh, okay, to, oh, okay. And you don't want to, oh, okay. This bench, I absolutely have to get a bench. I have the awesome idea getting this bench and then making it I know I always say scarecrows, but I want a scarecrow to put it on my coffee table. I want that bench. I want to put a little scarecrow there, and maybe even like a mug of hot cocoa, or maybe even just the scarecrow with their legs crossed, just casually sitting there on the bench, put a little bit of leaves around it like they're just in the park hanging out, chilling and relaxing. I want that bench so bad, and I'm going to get a bench like that. I saw another one, I think it was on Amazon, wherever I was, and it was a little more detailed in that, but I want that bench because it's a perfect size to fit their scarecrows or whatever scarecrows you want, or whatever you want to put on there. But I want it for a scarecrow because I think it will be awesome to have one sitting down in the bench with the legs crossed, a little bit of leaves around it, like it's just having a grand old time sitting in the park watching the season. I don't know about you, but I think that's cute. There's plenty of football theme for anybody who wants to do a football theme Thanksgiving, or you even want to just like get football stuff because football season is going to be in full swing come fall. You want to get stuff so that if you throw your parties, guys, if you want to get it, have it up in your house, have it up in your apartment, whatever. Ladies, if you want to do it, I do think it would be good, like the little tray there that has the yard lines. I think that's a pretty good idea. Like big games, game against a rival, even if you're in high school, you want to have that, throw a party or pep rally or something like that. It doesn't have to be adults, it doesn't have to be the NFL. You can do it for college football games, big games, Super Bowls, playoffs, whatever it may be. Now's the time to get it, because later in the season you will not have it. And if you have all this up in your place, I think you'll be the talk of the town come football season. I'm just saying. Now that pumpkin sign, the sign with all the pumpkins, I feel like I've seen that in Dollar General. I went into one of my Dollar Generals. Their pickings for fall was just trash. I mean, it was just, they should have been embarrassed to have that out of there. I just walked right back out. But I know I've seen that sign before in other stores, and I know it's a lot cheaper in other places. And I'm trying to figure out where else I can get it from. So where do you guys know? You know the one with the green pumpkin. It's just a simple sign with 3 pumpkins, and I know I saw that in Dollar General. Am I right? Tell me I'm right, because I know I am. And I feel like it was $5 if I'm not mistaken, because I haven't seen that sign anywhere else, and I've been looking for it, but I don't necessarily want it that size. It's kind of large in Hobby Lobby, but I'm trying to find it, and I know it's in Dollar General. So maybe I just need to go to a different Dollar General, because I want a sign like that or a sign similar to it, and I know they have it. I just know it. Now, while, like I said, I like all the cliches for fall and things like that, but I was hoping that in Hobby Lobby there would be something that wasn't so on the nose for fall. I don't know what it is I'm looking for. I'm not looking for anything in particular, but I'm trying to find something that's like just a few pieces that isn't just, oh, it's fall, it's autumn, it's that season, it's harvest, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to figure out what store might have that, because although people have the blues or whatever colors and the things that they're pulling out that are different, who has something that's not so on the nose? Because I want to try doing something different, not necessarily this year, but I want to start getting things, because eventually I already know how I am. I get tired of things quickly. Next fall season, I probably want to try to do something that's fall, but not so on the nose. And everywhere you go, all the stores I've gone into, I love that they're on the nose, but I want to try to find something that isn't too in your face. Leaves are falling, pumpkins are out there, scarecrows, blah, 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 blah. So if you know anywhere, let me know, because I'm trying to think, what can I do, or where can I go to get inspired to do something different? What do you think? You know, when you go in Hobby Lobby, you think because of the kind of store it is, the kind of quality they have, that the prices will be like really crazy. But I actually don't think they're that bad. I think I'm talking about regular price. I'm not even talking about sale. I think the full, like, regular price items that they have, most of them, because some of them were crazy, but I think overall the regular prices for Hobby Lobby are actually really good. and the quality that matches it. And I'm actually quite impressed with that, because you go in some other stores and it's like, okay, they're out of their minds. Or stores, even stores that I really like Michael's and stuff like that, I love them, but sometimes I see the Reefs or whatever may be, and I'm just thinking these people are absolutely out of their minds. What on earth were they thinking? So I feel like Hobby Lobby is more fair. Now here, $80 for the little stacked pumpkins and whatever that is, no, they're out of their minds with that. Like I said, not everything. Sometimes they're out of their minds, because $80 for that, no, they're crazy. But overall, I do feel like Hobby Lobby has really good prices for the regular price. So the fact that they're 50% off now, I think that's a really good deal, and there's no way that you can pass it up. If you see something you really like, my suggestion is to get it. I feel like they have things in abundance. However, when I filmed this, they had all of the pampas grass. They had it in blue. They had the pretty gorgeous faded blue pampas grass stems, the really long ones too. Went back in a few days later, I forgot why I went back in there. They were all gone, and I don't think they know when they're going to be necessarily getting those back in. They were gone. I would have never guessed that, because they had them in abundance. So I don't think you have to necessarily rush and panic, but I do suggest, if you see it, since everything is like 50% off too for the fall, go in, put it in your cart, and buy it, because there is actually a chance that it might not be there when you get back. I learned that with the pampas grass. Luckily, that's not the color I was looking for, but based off the pampas grass disappearing, make sure you snag it. I appreciate that they added in like the little Native American figurines, because usually nobody kind of has that. It might be something slapped on a napkin somewhere here and there. But even though, did you know that Thanksgiving has nothing to do with Pilgrims and Native Americans? That's not why it was created. It was actually a day that was created to reserve to give God thanks. I don't know how it got switched to people eating food, but yeah, that's actually what it actually means. So yeah, little information, little tidbit, the history of Thanksgiving. That's why it was created. It has nothing to do with eating, but Thanksgiving is an eating holiday. But I do appreciate that they had the Native Americans there, and that the figurines actually weren't even that much, because I knew I was going to flip it over and it was going to say $50, because usually when I see figurines, that's how much they cost. They are not cheap. So I was shocked to see this, and shocked to see it didn't match the quality. And I know I just told you earlier, and I still stand by it. If you see it, get it, whatever you see in the store, if you like it, because it might not be there. But I will say, since Hobby Lobby is so large, they will absolutely, definitely have an abundance of all the things that you see here, so no need to panic. Well, that is the end of Hobby Lobby week day 1. I hope you saw what you like. I hope you like what you saw, and I hope you come back to visit us for day 2. Now, with that being said, I'm your hostess and empress, Nikki T. Thanks for visiting my empire. Deuces!